live. It should be. Oh my gosh. Okay, it says live. The live stream is on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So here's the first time for that. We'll see what happens.
What?
Um, yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work. I just linked them up this morning to see if it would go live. So we'll try it out and see what happens. But good morning, Miss Amanda, my wise Amanda. Thanks
Good
for
morning,
joining me
Rockstar.
on this Friday little catch up session. Um, I have so many questions, but I want to let you go where you feel ready to start talking. But I want to catch up like book talk. I want to hear about your Bluebird special, which I know that I'm saying it wrong, but that's what is in my head. Yeah, the Bluebird was where country singers played at in one
Mm,
of the shows. But anyways, you kept saying you were having a blue talk. And
yes,
so I want to hear all the things about it, and then, I have other questions, and then we can chat back and forth if you'd like.
yes. Sounds great. I will start with that. I went to New York City to Columbia University for that Bluebird special, and my nervous system can't really handle New York City. It's funny because I'll just talk about that for a second because I live in the woods, and that's where I
Country? It's rural?
rural. Oh yeah,
Okay, okay.
really rural. And just being there, everything was so tall and so noisy and so fast and so close, and I was like, "Wow." But, I had a very internal struggle of I'm I view myself as a leader of light and
Mhm.
someone who is able to look at any person and make them feel loved, and I felt like when I was in New York, I shouldn't do that. I felt like I shouldn't be so open and just go around smiling at everyone and saying hi, so I didn't, and I really had to, like, come into myself. I didn't take the stairs in the elevator or instead of the elevator because 'cause I'm like, "Well, what if you're not supposed to take the stairs? What if that's, like, where people get shot?" You know what I mean? I just had no idea, so I waited for my friends and roommates, Sarah and Heather, who know New York,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they made me feel so safe, so protected, so guided.
Mhm.
Where then in their company, I could be myself because they gave me the container, the parameters to be like, "Oh, yeah, but don't do that." So I could live as myself in their company, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
So that's one thing of contrast of not just geography, but culture, social, all that stuff. But the Blue Talks themselves, it was amazing. We talked at Columbia University. I even got to be the MC. What? If
Oh
you
my
can't
gosh. Okay, pause, though.
Yeah.
I wanna go back to New York. So, I love that description because there's so many different perspectives, like, New York's been on my bucket list. And I'm from backwoods West Virginia, and the first time I was in New York was for Lisa Nichols' one woman Broadway show
Oh, yes.
in December of 2024,
5.
right? 'Cause this was 2025, yeah, so December of
Oh, yeah.
2024, and I have heard Sammy, no, no lick. I apologize, my,
Did you get
Shorkie.
surgery?
He did,
Um,
he has 5 stitches on his front
no
and 3 on
licking.
the back. Yes, no lick, and I have the cone, but he's so pitiful in the cone. Anyways, focus.
Oh, they always are.
No, but he listens when I tell him. Okay, so oh, going with the right people, like,
Yeah.
how amazing, how brave of you to, like, make this trek from the West, right, or Midwest
Midwest, the
to
North.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to, like, the Northeast, and, like, New York's a whole thing by itself. All the movies, all the conversation, like, I was under the impression it was super scary and crime-written and dirty and all these things, but I always wanted to go because it's New York, and the tourists were the people who were kind of, like, not amazing, right? The locals were fine, which was me, I'm a tourist, so
Yeah.
we're lost and bumbling and doing the things, and the New Yorkers are just trying to live, you know? So the
Yeah.
speed, the pace was a whole thing. I felt very rushed, I agree, it's so big and loud, and where do you go for quiet? Where do you go to get away from any people? and then it's who you're with, like the exploring part. Like I got to be with Maria Bradley
Mm,
and Sheikah, Lori, I think Angel was with us. It was a whole adventure.
great
And we got
crew.
to do the tourist things, right? So like you have this grand group, like oh, and other people. Jude used to live there, so all these people that we know gave me tips and tricks before we went.
Yes.
But to be there and then I was there by myself a night. I got there first, and I stayed in Chinatown. Yeah, and so everybody was, but it was a whole experience. That's another story. I got left in
Mhm.
Chinatown by myself and flew in Franny, and she
Aw.
came and rescued me. Yeah, she came up from Orlando and stayed because she was to go and then not going to go. And then I was like, you have to come. Make the trip. So, anyways, yes. Yeah, so, how brave of you. And then thank you for sharing because, like, that's a whole um context clue into who you are. Like, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like where you're from and what you're exposed to and like the newness and the bravery. So I applaud you for
Aw.
oh my gosh, just even being brave enough to go do the Blue Talk and then the New York and everything. I saw some of the pics, it looked amazing. Okay, so for those of us who don't know, because I had to Google it when you were talking about it, I'm like, what is this? And like, is it a big deal? And how's it going to help? And what's it going to do? Like, I'm just cheering because you're winning and you're making moves and you're
Thanks.
like on fire. Yeah, you mean a lot to the people that you give your light to, like as you
Aw.
see yourself. So like I've learned to like just I meant it when I meant she sends the messages, guys, at like the most crazy time where I'm like, oh my gosh. But I like welcome them. It's so nice and sweet and thoughtful. And I'm just checking. I don't know. I just like you're a good friend and like a good coach. And I'm
Thanks.
loving it. So, but what is a blue talk?
So the Blue Talks is a program, and this I wanted to explain the last speaking right with Lisa Nichols. There was that man, he was totally Canadian when he started talking. I'm like, oh, this guy's from Canada. Bald head, got up on the stage and was like, hey, who wants to who here wants to get on a TED Talk? And all everyone's like, me. Do you remember
Right.
him at all? Corey
Yes,
Poirier.
yes, yes, yes.
He is one of he just got um one of MSN.com's top 10 leading men for 2026, 2025. He's an awesome, awesome person, loves to think out of the box. Anyway, so he runs Blue Talks because he
Who
knows
is
that
this?
Corey
Corey
Poirier.
Corey Poirier. Okay.
Yeah, he's like I don't even remember how many times he's spoken on a TEDx stage, but he knows how to get people on big stages. And so he started his own company to and I don't know the details, but this is just what I'm in with him, like really leverage media, really give people a boost in the stages that they're on, tell them how to do it well, and like just show them how to leverage that media. So they do talks around different universities, different like high level event venues, and then takes a crew with awesome video, audio. So really what we're doing is we're getting great media for our talks that I can now say I spoke at Columbia University 2 times, and I was the MC. And then the footage that I'm going to get back isn't like me just I stuck my camera somewhere. You know, it like follows me, the audios, we have our microphones. It's really well done so that when we're putting ourselves out there with the stories that we choose, we can really look good doing it, you know?
Right.
And
Professional.
yeah, so that's why I did it. And I feel like what I'm doing with the Cheeky Scribe, one of my talks was basically the legacy um, program and basically the book that we're writing. So it's all about that. It's like so we'll have the book and we have a speech at Columbia University on
Mm,
it.
mm.
So let's leverage this and let's show people how important it is and how we can get them to live their dreams way easier than they think. And excuse me, I lost my voice after after all of that. So it's just coming back and I might grunt a little bit and drink my water, but it's coming back. It's gonna be okay.
I love that so much. How did you find out about Blue Talks? Did somebody else recommend it to you, or was it online,
It was
or
Corey was right there. Corey was at the speaking right. And I'm like, who is this guy? And
oh, yes, okay.
Yeah. He got on
Okay.
Lisa's stage and said, "Who here wants to land a TEDx?" That's the first thing he said. Maybe you weren't in the room because you were busy bee.
Yes, I was serving at that one, but I
Yeah.
remember seeing him, and I think I remember you talking about it, but okay, so have you done another training with him before, or is this, like, from Speak and Write, and then you got into this program with him, or you connected with him?
So Jess Fulmer, Mama J,
Mhm.
she she really wanted to do this with him too, so she sent me an email like, "Hey, he's doing his boot camp." They do boot camp like twice per year, and it's free,
Okay.
3-day event, bringing in all different ways to leverage this, and it was so funny. I was like, "I don't have 3 days for this." I had my kid, it was the weekend, I had my kid. I'm not sitting and watching this. I didn't pay for it. If I paid for it, yes, someone would
Right,
be in charge of my
right.
kid. But I got an email and it said, "If you watch anything of this 3-day event, watch it at 10:30 on a Sunday." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I watched, and they pitched their program in such a way that I was like, "I don't know why, but I need to do this." And I
Mm,
signed up, and honestly, I had to take out a loan to sign up for 1 year of their program, but the value that I'm getting from it, here we go, Botox, here's your commercial. The value that I'm getting from it so far has been amazing, and my, like, I'm just going, like, up and up and up. I was speaking at my local libraries before this, and then I joined Blue Talks, and it's like the sky's the limit. You know, I'm
wow.
gonna apply for my TEDx. Once some of the stuff that I'm doing right now slows down a little bit, yeah, right, the next thing will come, right? But I'm gonna apply for my TEDx, and I have, like, a really great chance because I know what to do. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah, and
so
you're laying all the groundwork.
yes. Yeah. So it's just really exciting. So that answers your questions how I got involved. Yeah, and Dr. Sarah, she's in it with me. We went together, thank God. Um, so yeah, we're both doing that. And lots of other cool people. I'm meeting so many cool people. It's so cool to watch these people get on the stage and not just talk about follow me or do this or I'm going to teach you this. It's like how to lead with your heart. So many of them were really heart-centered
Mm,
leaders. And that makes me feel also like I'm in the right room. But
yeah.
people attract their people, right? Like Corey leads with his heart, and I just wouldn't imagine he would really attract many people who are only there for a facade, even though he can get you on the New York Times Square NASDAQ billboard. You know, like they can do all this stuff for you, but the people that do this stuff have such meaning to their
Mm.
story. So it's really cool. And I felt, you know, out of place, but yet really in the right room. So it was pretty cool.
I think that's amazing and, like, part of it too, because the word that keeps reverberating with all that we do, or at least that I do, or where I'm leading when I'm like, "Well, am I in the right place? Like, am
Mm.
I doing the right things? Am I expert enough to share in this space or sit at this table?" And it's, alignment.
Absolutely.
And, like, I feel like everything you were saying, I'm like, "Yeah, it's easy to be in the room, and you're gonna win with all these people, and they can do all these things to help you win," and, like, heart-centered. I love that you spoke on that because I feel like that's what we need right now
Mm.
so much. And, like, even the book that we're working on together, like, I feel like it's so heart-centered.
It
I
is.
mean, because I'm referencing it all the time now. Like, it's become more
Mhm.
of a reality. Again, like, if you guys have seen any of our other things, which I know, like I said, Jay's putting some stuff out. But the fear of not having anything worthwhile to say or that anybody else will need to hear, or I'm not an author. But actually, guess what? I am. And
Yeah,
even if I never got published, I'm still an author because I've written and I've poured, So, like, thinking about the TED Talks and building off of it, like, I love that we have kind of like a blueprint or a recipe, on how to do it. Like, here, do this, and then do this, and then do this. And then, well, and this is all customizable to whoever's life or whatever, searches for the book. Like, it doesn't have to be exactly this way. Here's the
right.
suggestion. Here's what we decided to do. And I don't feel like you and I are like exactly the same, right? Like we have
No.
different ponds that we swim in, if you will,
Mhm.
right? Like we're saying, but we all connect to the same ocean. Like we're all connected to the big ocean. So I think about like the speeches and being able to go speak to the students and work with the youth and the more things that I'm getting involved in and get asked and like where I want to talk and what do I even want to talk about and how do I want to help and having space to go out and do it for other people, I think is really special too because we have so many things going on in our lives. So like what's your next move or like what's your plan? Like what do you have going right now? It's summertime, so babes are home.
Yes. I this is when I came back from this event, I had to turn around, do a road trip with my son, drove him downstate downstate Michigan. Well, it takes 9 hours to get there, so we broke it up and drove every day for 4 days for 4.5 hours because my the kid's not gonna be in the car for 9 hours a day. He's not. And so I just got back yesterday or the day before, yeah, the day before. And I realized, especially because I lost my voice, I missed my flight on the way home. My kid was acting up at school because I was supposed to be home on Thursday morning and I wasn't because I was still in Chicago. But it all worked out. Like I got home Thursday afternoon. But all of this made me realize it's time for me. Oh, this was huge. And I hope whoever is listening right now takes this to heart. I have spent the last 2 years on other people's schedules. We have this course coming out. We have this program coming out. This is scheduled then. And I'm like, oh, I got to do that. Oh, I got to do that. Oh, I got to do that. To the point where I realized that I need to start saying, hey, you know what? That's actually not, there's not room in my agenda for that right now. But when is the
Yeah.
next time you're offering that? Because that sounds like a great opportunity for me. And though I can't do it right now, I will put that in my queue of maybe a year,
Right.
and for me,
Yes, I do. I
yeah,
do feel
to
that
stop,
wholeheartedly.
yeah, and say, "Wait a minute," like, I hit the brakes, like, "Wait a minute, I have so much created in my business, and I am not offering people what they need because I've been," and it's all in due time, it's all great, but I feel like I did the talks, I did so much where now all that's in the ether and it's getting ready for me to leverage that now I need to start running my programs. I need to find more people to help them. I'm going to start because I did ECCP with Sean Smith, I'm going to start a 12-week transformational coaching program. And I am so excited. I'm starting that in July. Also, super exciting. I don't have it right here, but my latest novel just won International Impact Book Awards for contemporary fiction, Grit Lit. So I am going to Phoenix in July, which sounds really hot, but to the International Impact Book Awards stage with two books, my memoir and my sequel, to receive awards for both of those books. So
Wow.
it's amazing. Like the things that I have going on right now are amazing, but okay, that's great. I don't have to physically do things right now for them. I want to take this time and get my programs out. How can I keep helping people and start making some income instead of spending it all on going to these events and doing all these things, right? Like it's
Yeah.
time for me to take and soak up and help people is what I'm focusing now. And it feels so good. It feels so good. So I know it's right.
I love that. I love that. I feel the same. Like I feel
Yeah.
in alignment and wow. So okay, so in July, and then we'll have our book finished soon.
Yeah. When should we have that done by? What do you think? Not
I'm pretty sure
July.
we I'm pretty sure I know, didn't we say June? I said June 21st like an idiot, but I feel like we're more than halfway there and I am dedicating time today and tomorrow to work
Yay.
on my portion.
Yay.
So, life keeps happening. That's how I look at the other people and I look at their journeys and their momentum and I'm so excited and then I feel a little bit of jealousy like I want to be there, I should be there. There's like so
Mm.
much life. going on, and like what you have space for and pouring into others and all the things. And I've been pouring into myself so much. And then there's a lot of like family stuff going on, I feel
Mhm.
like around the world.
Mhm.
Anybody you talk to, it seems like there's heavy. And then, we have this excitement and this light that we share and that we're going on and putting out there. And that's what I mean about being heart centered. Like, my husband is back home in Oklahoma right
Mhm.
now with my sons, and they're visiting family. And we were talking, and like he got to
Oh.
meet with several of his classmates last night. And, we're chit chatting. About, how are they doing or what are they doing? And he goes, "Yeah, yeah, like, I mean, like, we have a great life, Amanda. Like, we can
Mhm.
sit here, you and I talk a lot. You talk about, your son, I talk about my sons and my husband, my dogs, like how family oriented we are and things, and then like going out and doing the good in the world." And so I'm like, "Well, what did they say? Like, how are they doing?" He goes, because he just retired in February 1st,
Mhm.
20 years in the Air Force. And I did 4 years and I volunteered, combat veteran. I went to Afghanistan. Like, we've done some things and we've worked. And um, the conversation, what I took away this morning was he was like, well, I'd ask him and they'd be like, oh, well, da 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 da. And speaking of health and wellness, like there's some of my family members that are going through some stuff right now. And I'm like,
Mhm.
man, like I'm 44. I just turned 44 May 25th.
Happy birthday.
Oh, right, Gemini. Thank you. Love the May month. And then my husband will be 46 in November.
Mm.
And so whatever, mid 40s. But we're fairly healthy. And my point was that we're like, I'm off living my best life and we're talking and like he's asking him, how's he doing? And I'm like, did you tell him you were retired? And like this is your retired life and this is your retired body. He's been going a little crazy since he retired, eating some
Mm.
different things and
It's a
taking a
big
break or
change.
two from the PT, right? And but it's just different. Like we've been a certain way 20 years, and we definitely evolve, but like it's right. And he goes, yeah, I think I'm gonna hold back on the retirement. And I'm like, just the eating portion of being retired, babe. Like that's all. Cause like we've been battling. Like it's he doesn't. And if you have one and then you have a weak one and a strong one in the family, and you're like, I need you to help me be strong and say no. And he's like, but tastes so good. But it's usually me. Like I have a sugar problem.
Mm.
I love it. Anyways, I say all that to say when we're connecting and we're talking to other people, like he was like, "How are you? What's going on?" And they had their like aches and pains and second divorces and like different things going on. And life happens, but we keep going out and try, to make our way and share our goodness and our light in the world. And I think it's like super needed right now. Like all of that to say that, like, if you've had conversations with people our age and what is going on, and like, for goodness sakes, to be this is your third book? No, six. You have six books, don't you?
This will be
Three.
my 6th, yeah. Mhm.
6th, okay. And so the conversation, the talks and, like, getting ready to do the TEDx and all the things, like, it's all leverage to get your words out there and get your heart out there and your programs, and how exciting a 12-week coaching program. Like, I love that you're doing all these things because 'cause you're making me feel brave enough to come behind, like, it's like, why would you not? Timing is everything, but Amanda's here, and you were so knowledgeable and helpful and, like, have done so many things to, like, move it along. I'm excited to say my first book I co-authored with my wise Amanda,
Aw.
and, like, oh, you Google her, she's been on the Bluebird special, and she's also got the Tedder Talk, and oh, why is it called the Blue Talk? Like, we said what it
I
was, but why is it the blue? Blue, what's the color? Like, is it
BLU,
yeah.
BLU, Business Life Universe.
Oh!
Mhm.
Okay. I
Yeah,
went right to a color. Business
that's
Life
okay.
Universe for everybody that's paying attention. That's
Yeah, it
amazing.
is.
Business
Yeah.
Life Universe. And I love how it's all coming together. Like, it sounds like you're braiding a bracelet or whatever, and you keep bringing in different strands to layer it in the colors of our life, you know what I mean? Or like the beautiful quilts that the people weave behind, like however you picture building your life going forward. Man, I'm using all of these little visuals I have out loud today.
Aw,
Wonder if
that's
anybody else's
beautiful.
brain works that way.
No, it's good because I think those analogies really help people. It like cements ideas for people because it brings it to a familiar. You know, when you're getting new information and you're trying to process it, but then they put it in something that you recognize, that makes it able for, that makes us able to absorb it quicker and cement it more and be able to understand it instead of just be like, whoa, what did they just say? You know?
Yeah,
So it's,
totally applicable to life, like, on a
yeah.
personal way, like, the personal details, like, there's so many things that you said during our conversation, like, "I'm celebrating you as a friend, as a coach, as, like, a partner," all the things, and then, you still make time for the impromptu, "Hey, can we connect? Can we do the things?" And we
Yeah.
hop on, like, I'm just I might not be in the front of the wagon, but I'm really excited to be on the wagon and going
Yes.
where you're going and watching and cheering, you know what I mean? Okay, so your next move, you said in July you're launching the 12-week coaching program, and then, also going to Phoenix for what are you
International Impact Book Awards Gala.
for your memoir and then the sequel,
Yeah, to in my fiction series. Yeah.
and you won awards.
Yeah, they each won award. I just entered them into the contest.
Yeah,
They draw every other month they choose winners because they get so it's a huge thing. They get so many entries. So
yeah,
to be chosen, this made me be like, wow, this is really because it's an impact book award. And that's why I entered it. For one, international. Now I'm an international, a
awa
international award winning author. And then for two, impact. These books have impact. They're like heart centered. You know what I mean? They're helping people be their best
right.
selves. It's not just a history book, although history can make an impact. Don't get me wrong. But, it's really like stuff that punches people in the guts and makes them cry and makes them laugh and makes them rethink who we are and who we have been.
Right,
So that's
right.
why I love that. And just on that note, and what you were saying earlier, Rockstar, about the people talking to your friends these days and how everyone's having a hard time. I I'll tell you how quickly this happened. Yesterday, I just messaged a friend and I was like, "Hey, thinking of you. I love you." And she's like, "This came at such the right time. I am struggling right now." And when she said that, I really sat back and I thought about how many of my friends are struggling so hard. And they say the S word, struggling. I am struggling.
Mm,
And this is for everybody out there who is a savior and a server. My first reaction was like, oh my gosh, can I take on one more friend to like make sure I text them every other day? How are you doing? What can I do for you? And I thought, Amanda, you have coaching certifications. Start a program. And so yesterday morning, I decided to do it. And already I'm going to host a webinar and invite my friends. This will be a pilot group. But I'm like, why? Because I have other friends that I'm trying to help and try my techniques with and all that. But what they don't have is a plan. They don't have a solid plan that they can do daily, and they get lost in life again. It's so easy to get lost in life, even if you have a breakthrough in a session.
yeah,
So, to put something together, a 12-week program where we practice each week the new thing we learned and to be in the camaraderie of others, I'm just so excited, and to make it be more than like the texts, like they know they are part of something, right? They know
right.
that they are investing in themselves. They are putting stock in themselves instead of feeling again like, oh, I'm not worth it. Oh, no, this is just life. Like, no, that is your cycle. Break that cycle. You're
Right.
not going to break it if you keep thinking the same thoughts. So, transformational coaching program, lots of people run them, but also not everyone is me. And I will tell you this made me feel so good yesterday. I'll keep her anonymous, but I had a lady who is like echelons above me. She is in the author program with me. And I was like, I'm just really honored because you do so much more bigger things than I'm even doing. And you decided to write your book with me. And she said, that's because I feel safe with you. And I was like, wow, you know, that's something you can't teach. You can't teach, like, there's not class how to be a safe person, right? Like, take your knife
Right.
off you. Okay, well, that's one thing, but how to like really connect with people without judgment.
Right.
And anyway, that just blew my mind. That was like one of the best compliments I've ever got. And she's not the first person to say that, but she's probably in my mind I don't mean to put like a rank on someone, but like the highest ranked person that I know that said that to me. And I was like, wow, that is really special. It's
What I
so
have come to notice lately is that whatever ranking system or judgment that we've made in our head, and like judgment isn't always bad. It's just a word, judgment, and then it's how you
Mhm.
take with it, right? Like, are you passing judgment in a positive way, negative way? What are you doing? And so I 1,000,000% get what you were saying, like a
Mm.
million, because it'd be like, I don't know if Oprah Winfrey was, like, writing her book with you, right? Like, I'm just dropping a name I know, but I'm saying, like, and you're like, "Well, you're Oprah, like, you probably have a million authors," and she says, "But I feel safe with you."
Yeah,
Like, it's something that you get to know, and I think it's even more of a, I wanna say pat on the back, but I don't even feel like 27 exclamation points would be enough, but just to go on your character and say that it doesn't matter where the person ranks, if we wanna put them in
right.
tiers or however they are, if they're a celebrity or if they're homeless or if whatever the situation,
Yes.
it's about how you make people feel. And, we could sit here and get on this podcast or on these, videos that we record and the content we make and the things that we do. But if what we're doing is talking, then we're just hot air, right? But when
Mhm.
you have the people that are out there and they're like, no, I want to work with you because of, or, I'm attracted to you because of this, or the engagement comes from this. Like, there are people out there that have thousands, thousands, thousands more followers than I do. But I put a post out and I get like so much engagement that Facebook's like, hey, let me pay you 27 cents, but let me just pay you. I mean, they don't really,
Nice.
it's not very much, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference in quality. And I think that speaks to especially what I've been saying to people, you're my wise Amanda. Like, I love it. Like, there's a reason. And the connection, and you do make people feel safe. And your little messages come in right on time. Because I
Mhm.
think, right, either when you sent it to me, because I've gotten in the last 2 days, it was either right after Samson got attacked, and I was either at the
Ugh.
vet or getting him fixed up, and
Mm.
my husband and boys are gone, so I'm here by myself. This was supposed to be like a, "Hell yeah, Jessica, get all the things done," my office and all the things. Or my brother got put in the hospital again, so I've got
Ugh.
life stuff going on, and then I get this message, and I'm like, she loves me. She makes me feel safe. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that. So I'm so happy for you, and I'm so happy it's going, and like we could check in. I'm gonna say thank you for coming on again, and I can't wait to do this again and cut the recording, but we could still keep talking. So thank you.
Yeah,
Um
thank
I don't know, do
you.
we fit it go to the cheekyscribe.com?
Cheekyscribe.com.
Or Jessica Rockstar Thompson on Facebook, and then all the other things. Yeah, thanks for listening, and can't wait to